Hello and welcome to a new setup, a new episode of TCL. Today it's setup number 6 already. Yeah, we are almost at the end because it's 8 setups in total, so 2 more episodes to come. This setup is a hidden roles setup with precedent, which is going to be interesting for sure. As you can see, I'm gonna put the icons here again of all the roles that people have, even though they died and their role is actually hidden. If you don't want to see that, I have unlisted videos in the description with no actual roles, so you can check those if you really want to not be spoiled by my tactical analysis. But yeah, anyways, we will move on. 13 was detective. Nobody actually claims detective, which is of course gonna be risky anyways if you're a werewolf, but there could totally have been the space for that. As you can see, 7 is the only spirit seer, and the spirit seer is a fixed role. 4 and 8 are checked red, 4 claims bell ringer and 8 claims avenger, which of course is very sus, because if you claim avenger and there's no fool in the game, well, you are gonna get lynched, because you can tag someone. If you're a real avenger, you're gonna tag 4 in this case. 7 is the only spirit seer, so as you can see here, 8 basically set themselves up to get lynched here, and well, the village doesn't know what they really are. But since there's no tag, they know for sure that it's not a junior werewolf or an avenger, but in fact 8 was actually wolfseer and 2 was nightmare werewolf. This is an unlucky kill from the corruptor, and also unlucky for the werewolves of course, so the werewolves and the evils in general have a very bad start. I do need to say about the points in this game, by the way, that you win more points if you're evil and you win as your team, but you will also get points if the president gets lynched. I believe that if you get the president lynched, it's 5 points, and otherwise it's like 7 or even 10 if you're like corruptor or headhunter. And here we see that 4 and 9 are muted. There are 2 grumpy grandmas and a voodoo in this game, by the way. The voodoo is still alive, as you probably have seen, and the grumpy grandmas are so as well. So there's still 1 player that hasn't used the mute. It's probably the voodoo who hasn't muted because they want to save up the ability for later, because yeah, this is not a stage yet that you really need to mute someone important. Here we have a couple of claims. 11 is pushing a lot as president. That's really good. 11 is gonna get 2 points, by the way, in this game for pushing a lot as president and leading the village. And actually also he's gonna notice a couple things later on, and you will see that later. 9 is confirmed good, by the way. 15 claimed Cupid. He admitted that he's Cupid and he didn't know how to win. And I have to say, in the next game you're gonna see something similar. But in this game I indeed actually forgot to specify how the Cupid/couple can win in the president setup, because how that would work is that the president and the couple have to stay alive and then they can lynch the president. I'm not sure how the game technically handles it, but I would handle it as a couple win in that case. But yeah, 15 didn't know about it, so I'm not gonna give any minus points to 15, and he can still win with the village as Cupid, so yeah. 7 goes here. Also 5 was headhunter, claimed sheriff. And 16, by the way, said 9 was good, but doesn't claim an info role and doesn't really give any other info, which is interesting. The first role you may be thinking that he could be is like Night Watchman. But yeah, let's see. 12 is checked blue, by the way. 4 is actually still checked red, but yeah, I could have removed that as well, because 8 was also red, but 4 could be red as well, who knows. So in this game, there's a lot of unclaimed people still. 1, 3, 6, 10 and 14. 1 wants to know 15's role, but 15 claimed Cupid indeed. Game is a little bit slow here. And Cupid is, well, technically not really good, but in this context it is good, because the couple probably is not gonna really get a win here, and they didn't know how to win with the couple because I didn't specify it. It's totally on me. Kind of ruined the Cupid experience, I think, for Simon here. So if that's the case and you're watching Simon, then I'm sorry. And yeah, well, nobody is gonna get lynched today. Also 11 concluded that 16 is claiming Night Watchman, basically, with the way he gave info, and that was correct. That's also a reason why 11 got a bonus point, or 2 bonus points I should say. The junior werewolf actually got corrupted, and that's number 10. He tagged the Night Watchman, and he was coupled with the Beast Hunter. The Beast Hunter hasn't claimed anything in this game. Kind of a shame. So what I'm going to do here, 3 is going to get a minus point for a no claim. We still don't know who the Grumpy Grandmas are. We also still don't know about the bodyguard, but it's going to be a little bit tight for the village here. There's still only one werewolf, the voodoo werewolf, and also the corruptor, but the headhunter has also died. The village doesn't really know exactly what has died, of course, especially because 2 was corrupted day 1. So they may still think the nightmare werewolf is in game. But yeah, now it's really time that 1, 6 and 14 are gonna get a push. Now 14 is gonna get pushed, as you can see. 11 got muted, by the way. That is definitely done by the voodoo werewolf, because what else? 14 claims Grumpy Grandma right now. And actually 6 is going to claim Grumpy Grandma too. Let's go. Yeah, they're both gonna get a minus point. So 6, 14 and 3 are gonna get the minus points each because they claimed way too late. 6 is actually gonna get not lynched. I wanted to say lynched, but I actually forgot that it didn't happen exactly. 12 was bodyguard. This is of course a big problem for the village because technically all the protectors have died now. There's 2 RVs, of which one is Beast Hunter and the other one, well, they are Bellringer if you look at 4 at least. 15 is dead, but we all know that 15 is Cupid. And now the werewolves are actually really close to winning this game. So here we have 1, 4, 9 confirmed good, 11 and 14, and now it's up to judgments. 4 has been muted, definitely by one of the Grumpy Grandmas. 1 claims Night Watchman right here, which is interesting because 16 was concluded Night Watchman by 11, but never really actually claimed. And 1 is actually gonna push for 6 and 14 here, pretending that the Grumpy Grandma has already died and that one of them has to be fake. Because of that, because of this lack of info, you would say, 6 is gonna get voted here by at least 1, also by the president, which is a little bit hard to see. And yeah, there's 3 votes required. 14 actually votes last second as well, and 6 was Grumpy Grandma, and now 9 gets corrupted. And now 9 was corrupted. Bodyguard, and the bodyguard is actually an RV in this case. So that means that the RVs are gone. We know exactly who is bad now, 1 and 4, but it doesn't matter anymore because 11 is killed by the werewolves. 4 is gonna get 1 point for the late game basically, for playing this out, and 1 is gonna get 2 points for really playing that well as Corruptor. Claiming Night Watchman, pushing the Grumpy Grandmas. This was a clever play. Do you want to financially support me without needing to pay extra? Go to Settings, click on Creator Boost, and then fill in code HYPO and press on Save. And there you go, it says you are boosting the creator hypostein. Thank you for boosting. So here's game 2, of course. This one is gonna be a little bit shorter actually. And here's a strange bug is actually happening. As you can see, 12 is not really appearing with the present icon. Of course I put it in there, but otherwise people cannot see it. And yeah, you will see that in the chat as well actually today, that people don't know who the president is. So yeah, they don't know who to protect either. Technically, if the werewolves were lucky and found the president by chance in day 1, they could have actually won right away, because the protectors would probably not randomly be on the president. Well, you never know, but yeah. So here's a couple claims. 4 is actually Spirit Seer, but nobody is gonna notice it since 6 is claiming Spirit Seer. They take the place of 4. 4 got killed by the werewolves, and if that was an informed kill, like if the Wolfseer checked 4, this would be an amazing play, of course, by 6. I'm not so sure if the Wolfseer did check 4, but it's gonna be a good play by 6. Nonetheless, 12 is president. 8 is checked blue by 6. 2 claimed Aura Seer, by the way. 5 claims Gambler, so we have all the Aura Seer advanced roles and its base role in this game. Or do we? And yeah, 1 and 16 are checked equal by 3. Yeah, this time we do have a detective. 15 is checked not werewolf by the gambler. 9 claims beast hunter. With a lot of RV claims actually, because 5 is RV, 9 claims RV, 2 claims RV, 11 claims RV, and technically speaking 6 also claims RV. 8 is gonna die here, and he claimed Night Watchman last day already. He is dead now. Of course he's gonna be killed by the werewolves, because yeah, claiming Night Watchman when there's not that many RV protectors might be a bit of a risky move. Here 2 says that 7 is evil, but 7 is also checked blue. This is interesting because 7 reacts with a Cupid claim, and in this game in particular we did say how the couple can win. So here it's actually a bad move to claim Cupid. Even if you're a headhunter target, if you're gonna get lynched otherwise maybe, you have to claim something different. So 7 is gonna be the first player to receive a minus point for this. The gambler checked 16 as non-werewolf as well, so there's 2 people who are at least not werewolf. And 9 was checked blue by 6, but they're muted anyways. Probably by one of the grumpy grandmas. Village is kind of torn on who to lynch here. 2 and 7, but there are so many RV claims that they are going to lynch 2 here. As you can see, they tend to go for 2. 2 is Headhunter. So they kind of failed with their quick strategy to get 7 lynched day 2. But yeah, it doesn't matter. 2 is not gonna get a minus point for this. 7 is for the Cupid claim. 1 just died as bodyguard and also claimed as bodyguard. So that means that there's only 1 bodyguard maybe, if there's an RV bodyguard at least, remaining. 16 was actually a grumpy grandma and claimed bell ringer to survive longer, I think. This is a clever play, and 16 is actually gonna get a bonus point for this as well, for this role switch, because the idea behind that is if you claim bell ringer, you're gonna be one of many RVs, and as grumpy grandma you're gonna be provable pretty much anyways. So if you are claiming bell ringer, you are going to be in that RV pool of suspects, and the werewolves are probably not gonna kill you in that case. So this was a good play. 13 is checked villager, by the way, here. 10 claims grumpy grandma and claims that he muted 9. However, I can say this is actually not true. He did read though that 16 probably would have muted 9, and that's why 10 is gonna get a bonus point for this as well.
A few moments later.
So what's gonna happen here? People actually want to lynch 13, even though 5 confirmed them as villager, which is very strange. Some people also still want to vote the Cupid, but that's not something ideal right here. In the end though, 13 indeed dies. 5 doesn't defend 13 properly, which is strange, and 12 dies by the corruptor, and the president was killed, as you can see right here. So I have to do a quick roundup of bonus points. 6 is gonna get 3 points for the good SS simulation, pretty much carried the werewolves. 1 got a bonus point for that grumpy grandma claim. Of course, we're gonna give Darius Brawl 16 also a bonus point for the bell ringer GG roll switch. 7 is gonna get a minus point for the Cupid claim. 14 is gonna get a minus point for the no impact voodoo werewolf, and 15 is gonna get a minus point for not protecting the president, and that was a fatal mistake. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you will also love this one right here. So go click on it and tell them you came from this video. You can also subscribe and turn on the bell to never miss any new WOWF video anymore. Trust me, they only get better. I will then see you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye.